What is going on to you Virgos out here? So, you know what type of time it is. So for you Virgos, you have the Moon, the King of Raphael, and then you Virgos actually have the Justice card. Yes, I know. It's an Archangel deck. It's something that I really wanted to go with. I don't know. Maybe it's my own evolution. I don't know. But it's something that I was drawn to. Anyway, so these three cards right here represent how you basically okay. So the King of Raphael would basically be like the King of Cups. So what I'm seeing here for you is seeing how a lot of you Virgos very much so are being by yourselves, controlling your emotions. There's a sense of you Virgos not really, when it comes to socially, not really like trying to control anything. There's a sense of, you know, just being by yourselves. If a person isn't aware enough to, if there's, how do I say this? There's a sense of you Virgos doing your own thing. And that if a person isn't aware enough to, if they have, right, crossed you and gotten on your nerves, if they're not aware enough, I don't see you Virgos basically addressing it, because you don't have to hang around them. So it's not like it's something where, if you say what it is, you're too soft. If you go, you're avoidant. It's always a problem no matter what it is. And this is really, again, this is just to show how it is that you Virgos are handling anything that comes to you. You're handling it with grace. You're being very patient. You're controlling your emotions, right? You are showing temperance. You're not really spazzing out, letting a lot of things get to you. And you have the Justice card, right? Right? Archangel Raguel, right? The Moon, Archangel Haniel, and of course the King of Raphael. So so basically, right, again, right, like okay, I'm starting to get it already. Okay, so green cards are cups, pink cards are earth cards, and brown cards are wands. Okay, I'm starting to understand. In just one day, starting to understand that. Okay, good. I guess they were meant for me. Anyway, the Justice card right here for you Virgos, again, represents you've established peace within your lives. You Virgos don't have to associate yourself with others, and like it is I said before, you've been doing great without others in the first place. And so there's a sense of, you Virgos having to just, not having to, but you can communicate with others, obviously. Other people do want your attention, but there's a sense of you being so different from a lot of other people. You Virgos are doing your own thing. Like I've been saying for weeks, you're doing your own thing. Then you have the King of Ariel and the Three of Michael, right? The blue cards are swords. So, yeah, I learned the deck already in one day. Anyway, 1 or 2 days, to be fair about this. But yeah, so you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, basically, i.e. the Knight of Ariel and the Three of Michael. So these two cards right here for you speaks to how a lot of you, because I see that a lot of you Virgos understand that um, you're better off by yourself. Not saying that you can't be like you can't have a social life or stuff like this, but you Virgos understand that a lot of the times, you kind of like Leo in a sense that people be, what I'm saying, one minute they cool with you, the next minute they don't like you, they have an issue with you, the passive aggressive. You know how it is. You Virgos know how it is. People don't know whether or not they coming or going. And I've talked about this a million times, but it really is the truth. You Virgos will be chilling out doing your own thing, and like people mad at you that you chilling out doing your own thing. They want your attention, and it's this, and I'm being serious, right? This is why you Virgos got the Knight of Pentacles today, because it speaks to, it's this weird relationship where it's like people dislike you, but then they can't stop hanging out with you, and it's like, why are they hanging out with you if they dislike you so much? Why can't they go on about their business? So there's a sense of us Virgos taking it in our own hands, taking matters into our own hands, and us going off. The Knight of Ariel is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is about us walking away ourselves, taking matters into our own hands and not waiting for a person to get upset. Us choosing to be by ourselves because you know where it's going to go. And then you have the Three of Michael, or the Three of Swords. And this is basically about how at first it would bother us, but then it began to not bother us because, we get a chance to do our own thing. And live our lives as much as it is that we want to live. You know what I'm saying? We get to live our lives as much as we want. We get to live our lives as much as we want to. We want to live our lives. We get to do what it is that we want. There's a sense of, again, we can hang with people and kick it with people and enjoy hanging out and having that social life. But in like, you know what I'm saying? We could do that, but it's gonna take moderation. We not like, I know some people that hang out with individuals every day, and they could be cool with that, right? And that's good for them. That's not us Virgos. Right? We start trying to hang out with others, we know what happens. They get upset. They get mad about this. And then you have the Nine of Gabriel, aka the Nine of Wands. And again, we have so much things that us Virgos we really want to do. So there's a sense of us essentially wanting to leave the space, create the space to actually plant what it is that we want to do, right? In other words, what I'm trying to say is, us as Virgos, we have so many things that we want to do. We've essentially opened up our lives. It's bigger than just not hanging out with others. It's a sense of, we're kind of already outcasts enough as it is. So there's a sense of us embracing that role, and right, leaning into it, embracing that role, and being like, okay, but what you're gonna, right, without any anger attached to it, but there's a sense of, okay, what we gonna do is we gonna be, us as Virgos, we gonna be over here or wherever we are doing what we doing, because we don't have that occupancy. We don't have that a person is buying our time or occupying our time because we have friends, as far as we're always hanging out with others. Yeah, we have friends and everything like that, but there is a space or a time in which we hang out with them and then we go hang out by ourselves. And we have all the Nine of Wands. We have all the Nine of Wands or the Nine of Gabriel. We have all of this time to basically do whatever it is that we want to do. We have all of this space. And that's what us as Virgos we doing. We're actually looking at the space that we created in our lives, right? The things that we want to accomplish. And then we're leaving said personal space for specifically what we accomplished. So even when we're hanging out by ourselves, we're still looking to accomplish something. We're not just letting that space. Just go, you know, because we're not hanging out with said person at this current point in time, that means that we don't accomplish anything. We're not going for anything. Then you have the Four of Raphael and the King of Gabriel, aka Four of Cups, King of Wands. And so other people can't see what it is that we're going to, what we are walking towards, but we see it. And that's all the validation that it is that we really need. You know? A lot of people think of, again, we're the smartest zodiac sign, but so many people think that we're stupid constantly. They like the foolishness is what's going on. They like the dysfunction is what's going on. You know? The ignorance that some other people can display, they refuse to, they ignore the intelligence. They just think, oh, we losing our minds. The opposite sign of Pisces, which is spiritual zodiac sign. So then you have the Six of Ariel and the Empress. Six of Pentacles and the Empress. And so, yet again, evenness. You see how the Six of Ariel, the angel on this card, she's even. What it is that you see, in one image, generally speaking, for the most part, you see in the other side, it represents how you Virgos are getting an even split of moderation. How it is that you essentially can go hang out with friends and have a social life, but there's also a sense of you going after what you want, as well as balancing that out, right? The social life, that is, with not just going for what it is that you want, but also work life as well, right? So going for what it is that you want in the work life is on one side, and then social life and taking care of I ain't gonna say taking care of yourself. That would really be on one side, but social life is on another. And there's a sense of balance there for you. And the Empress right here for you Virgos represent how Archangel Gabriel, the Empress represents, and this is the kind of work-life balance that you Virgos always wanted, because it's something to where you can generally make everyone happy. You can make your friends happy. You can also make yourself happy as well, because you're not over giving to your friends. Virgo is a zodiac sign that can over give. And when you do that, what happens is that people will try to use that to their advantage, of course, And a lot of us Virgos, we have to watch out for that stuff. And so the Empress speaks to how we're learning how to find moderation where, regardless of whatever it is that people that we hang out with socially think of us, dislike, whatever it is. Yeah, it matters to a certain extent, but in the bigger scheme of things, for us Virgos, it really doesn't matter in that sense, because even though it matters in other aspects, because it says that we're learning moderation anyway. We're learning the sweet spot in between. Yeah, we can hang out, you know what I'm saying? We can hang out and kick it with our friends and everything like that. And we'll still be tight with our friends. But also there's a sense of us Virgos being cool with ourselves and knowing who we are and hanging out by ourselves and doing our own thing. And that, not taking it personally when people decide to kind of give us a problem, give us an issue, but also understand, because us as Virgos, we're learning that, people are fickle. And not only that, but not taking it personally. And not only are we not taking it personally, but us as Virgos, we're also understanding that not only is it that we're not taking it personally, but we're also learning to appreciate that balance in between. You can hang out with somebody, but then right? The thing is that everybody is saying that Virgo is, dull and it's too particular. But then we got everybody clocked. We got everybody timed and clocked, though. Us Virgos hang out with such and such at this time for this amount of time, more specifically. And then after this amount of time is up, it's a clock with them, right? You hang out with them for 30 minutes. they start having a problem after 30 minutes. So now it's okay. You basically you clock your stuff, right? That once 30 minutes is up, I got things to do, because you just have so many different things clocked and figured out, timed and understood and orderly, because you pay attention to the details. And so let's clarify the Empress. Page of Cups. They wouldn't be able, Page of Cups, the Justice, they wouldn't be able to understand it. They're going to act like they don't understand it, but you understand it. And that's all it is that you need, is what the cards are saying. The Hermit, the Four of Wands, and then you have the King of Pentacles. Because again, you understand that there's a fine skill, there's a science to this thing, right? Hang out with people more than enough of their liking, they'll turn on you. They'll turn on you. Be your good friends, quote unquote. They'll turn on you, right? And so a lot of us Virgos understand, like I've been talking about, like for instance, right? Got to give y'all a little understanding of what I'm talking about, right? A little example. Like for instance, right? I'd hang out with individuals, right? In the past, I'd hang out with individuals. It still happens today, but I'd hang out with individuals, right? Not the same ones. However, today is Thursday. If I hang out with them on a Thursday, I can't hang out with them on a Friday, because now they start to get upset. So it got so good to the point where I timed it. Like I'm clocking it. Like, okay, even if they said that they want to hang out on a Friday, don't listen to them. If they really want to hang out on a Friday, let them call me. If not, don't hang out with them on a Friday. Because, and the thing is, they don't even know that I'm doing this, because they're at that point, they're so self-unaware to the point where they're doing this automatically and they're not even realizing I'm clocking them. But then they're making it seem like, oh, the standard. It's like, no, there's a particular rhythm and a cadence to this thing. But that's it. That's too much. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all, so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.